always been in tech. Got my MBA from Case Western Reserve. So got that, went to Ohio State for my undergrad. Not only being in technology, always being in sales. Even spent about almost 4 years doing a bit of that tech bubble stuff back in the internet stuff back in the early 2000s. Prior to that was a lot of work with some big technology companies. Coming to Blackbox, well, it's back in 2004. Moved back from being in California, actually in the San Francisco Bay Area, back to Cleveland, where I grew up in Hudson, Ohio. And it was at that time that I met Chris Judges, who had owned and run the business, which ultimately was acquired by Blackbox. It was an exciting time because there was a lot of growth. Started out doing a lot of work with Cisco right out of the bat, working with Cisco, putting in a lot of their voice systems at that time. And then as the businesses continued to evolve and Blackbox seizing upon a lot of our experience with doing a lot of Cisco, I now have the responsibility of managing the Cisco practice from a sales perspective across the United States. The change has been the focus on being consistently great, consistently focused on what we're trying to do with our business plan. When Blackbox says it's going to go do something with the markets, it's got to go deliver on that, because the alternative of missing those targets or missing that performance can have massive effects to the shareholders. So that has been a big difference with us, is that it's not just our little business of what may be in the Ohio area, but we've got to be focusing on how can we scale this and really lift up a lot of the different relationships that we have within Blackbox and get more of the architectures and the solutions that we sell with Cisco and get that moving. It's interesting that the culture of what attracted me first to joining Blackbox, it's still here. The elements of a lot of personal development, developing your career, having the ability to focus in on the creativity aspect of what it takes to get better at whatever you do, whether it was on the sales side or engineering side or ops side. It's always been part of this strong culture of what we call Blackbox. You got help. People are here to be helpful for you. They're also very busy. So it's not like it's any different from any other, I think, business or experience that one may have, is that it's not an environment where everything's going to be provided for you. We use a lot of the technology that we sell, so that's cool. We also leverage things like Salesforce.com to really manage the day-to-day aspects of how a salesperson is managing their territory. So we have a very structured onboarding process that starts out from day one through the first 6 months. And then the other part of the culture is that, hey, we got to perform. It's important for us, like I said previously, that if we said to the market or we said to our forecast that we were going to go hit a particular number, we got to go do it. I think one of the biggest skills that they've got to have is a focus. I think in the past we have the phrase that sometimes it's a world of lowest hanging fruit, and then people are jumping back and forth on multiple things and feeling like they're really busy, but not perhaps executing as well. I think our clients are asking for focus too. I think that is a piece where it's so evident that the clients are saying, hey, we need you to be really good at a particular thing related to our business. And it could be something related to for example, their voice communications, or it could be in many ways now it's about their security, and the clients are concerned about it. What do they do on the next day when they figure out that they had an issue with their network? And they're looking for Blackbox in many ways to provide that kind of confidence. But that takes focus, and you can't be all things to all clients. So it's a challenge for the people coming in. I ask them to not try to do everything, because we do cover a very broad area of technology and solutions for our clients, and a person coming on board can't do them all. The expertise that we're looking for is an expertise on our client's business. To understand, it's not just, hey, we're here to help raise your revenue. That's not good enough. I mean, what exactly are they doing to raise the revenue? What's the client focusing on? Are they one of organically trying to grow their business, or are they acquiring businesses around the world? Because that matters. And when they do that kind of work, we've got to focus in on, all right, where are we going to play to help that client? With any kind of transformation, it can be, the initial part of it can be a rough road as you're moving from what used to be all these processes and ways of doing business, and everyone's used to that manner of doing their work every day, to now getting into a whole new way of doing your job. And that's exciting. And it's really a choice that a person makes, is like, do you look at that as one of great deal of uncertainty and anxiety, or do you look at it as being exciting? And then if it's exciting, then what can you do to make a difference there?